What's up, y'all? Y'all have asked me if I watch Baddies continuously, so I said, all right, let me watch it. I tried watching last season, I couldn't get through a whole season, and then y'all kept asking me, so then I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch this season. Plus, I got a free membership for it, so I was like, all right, I'll watch it because I ain't gonna pay for it. Because the fact that this has been on since September 17, 2023, and it is February 19th. And we are on part 2 of the reunion. So I'm only going to do 2 of these because the first portion of the reunion, I was like, absolutely not. What was this? What is this? If I paid money for this, I would be very irritated. First of all, the fact, what time am I going live? I'm going live right now. So if you're on TikTok, I'm on YouTube right now. First, before we get started, hit that subscribe button, that like button, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the reunion. And then also, let me know how you feel about what I feel about it, because I know I used to do Bad Girls Club, but Chad, I done grown up, and like this was really painful to get through. I'm not gonna lie, but it made me really miss Bad Girls Club because this is just destroying the legacy that was BGC. So Bunham and Murray, please come back. All right, so last week, we're just going to fast forward to part 2 because I just feel like most things, part 2 and part 3 are the better of it. But this week we see basically Tashiki versus ET. Now ET was out here talking about, I saw some of the blog posts saying that ET did her big one, and I'm wondering where it was. I'm just checking because I'm just like, why do y'all keep fighting? This is Krishan's sister, first of all. Like, she fought like 4 girls at once. What up, Michael? She got jumped by her sister's friends. Like, so I just don't understand why we keep trying to come for her, you know? So my thing is with ET, like, now I know she comes from what? Is ET the one that comes from? She comes from that Now That's TV or whatever. And apparently she was begging to get on the show. Don't know if that's true or not. That's what these girls are saying. And she walk around like she can fight. So I don't know. I might have to go see if someone could send me a clip because I'm not searching for this. You know what I'm saying? I get, what I can say is I appreciate you going after someone, your height, your size, you know what I mean? Where I feel like a lot of girls tend to not want to fight unless it's someone smaller or younger. Yes, ET is from Now That's TV. Okay, perfect. All right. So, and I know it's very similar. It's like reality deathmatch over there, right? So, I mean, there's no conversation about it. Tashiki won, period. I didn't really have a doubt in it. And I just, again, think it's crazy. And I get it. Like, you feel embarrassed because you got your ass whooped. And then it's like you want to keep going back. And it's just like, girl, just sit down. Just sit down. Like, now, she also jumped up on Natalie. And Natalie was just traumatized. Natalie was just like... having life revelations in front of her. Girl, because apparently someone told ET that Natalie was gonna set her up. I would believe that. I don't think that this is a far off. Now he's like, I can't believe someone would say that. Girl, what? This is what you do. Literally, the entire show has been you setting girls up to come on the show to fight. Literally, we could rewind all the way to the first episode where y'all sitting in this random bar that probably had to shut down or was not an active bar so that you can continuously bring in one-on-one fights. So, and also we've seen you be messy a million times. Like, of course I would believe that. Of course I would believe that. And then, who was it? Rolly's going out after ET gets off stage, which let the girl get off stage, please. As soon as she gets off stage, Rolly goes, and then we see this gay boy. He got them dick necklaces on, who's apparently Scotty's stylist, and that's who rumored to tell ET, who told ET that she was gonna get set up by Natalie. I mean, here's the thing. Just going on any reality show alone, period. You have to understand that these are social experiments. This is not everyday life. If you have any sort of tick, if you get annoyed easily, if you don't like going to the club because bitches is all on you, like, you don't want to be on a reality TV show. You're going to be, one, not only are you going to be set up by producers, you're going to get set up. I mean, Natalie's literally on the show. And we watch the show. We see what this is. This is all a setup. Like, girls are already pre-casted for this, allegedly, right? So, you know, I don't think it's that far off for ET to believe that with Natalie. I think her beef with Natalie is more justified. Natalie sitting there acting like so confused. It's like, girl, it's the Tubi acting. Please, we gotta cut it out. Like, girl, like, what is happening? I'm also just looking at all these security guards, because it's just like, the amount of money that has to be paid for production for this, to have all those security there, the insurance that Zeus must have to pay for, like, is crazy to me. Again, please go find this on free streaming places and stop subscribing to this network, which is a big reason why I want to talk about it, to be honest. Like, this is crazy. To me, the baddest bitches on the season was Sky and Tashiki. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't really want to fight, but she will. And I appreciate that. And ain't no one going to try Sky. Sky's personality, we've seen her in the past. We know she's crazy. So, you know, she's calmed that down. I think she's a reformed bad girl, and I appreciate that. And she looks the baddest. Her outfit was everything. She was ready, and I appreciated that. Scotty versus T. T, I think you're beautiful. I think you're funny. I think you would have been amazing on Bad Girls Club. Not Baddies. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys have seen her fight somewhere. I'm like, girl, you ain't even fighting Scotty? Like, you got Scotty feeling like Buck? There's a lot of security this particular season. Okay, fair. But you got Scotty feeling like, no, she ain't gonna do nothing. Scotty? All right. So disappointed with T, because I mean, I see you talking online. Would love to know what T you know about the trafficking that supposedly allegedly happens over at Zeus, because I just think, I don't know. I'm hearing too many stories, too many things, and I'm wondering what's really the tea behind it. Also, we see next week ET saying y'all keep sucking dicks. So, and the rumor is that Natalie and the girls be selling cat out here. So I probably shouldn't be talking like this on TikTok. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this TikTok because I do not need me to be talking about this show and getting me knocked off of there. Boom. So T, I mean, did I really expect much? No. Also, you're going after Scotty, so again, that was a wash for me. I'll give Scotty that. She gets the check mark for that. Camila versus Rolly. Here's the problem. I love Camila. I love her. I really, truly, truly do. When I saw her going on this, I was a little torn. Like, the BGC fan in me was excited to just see her on TV. I know she's had some babies and she's living life, and, you know, get a little check in your pocket. Obviously, we all know the Camila and Natalie backstory, so I'm sorry, I just got pulled because he said T changed her mind mid-fight. It was cringy to watch. It was super cringy. Super cringy. I can appreciate when she grabbed onto the security to block the security, so what's her name could fight. But, like, this was just like, girl, you see what happened was you got caught up in the mess, and then you realize, like, what am I doing? And you pull back, and it's too late at that point. But my thing with Camila is, like, I wanted you to come on here like Sky, and I feel like you did at points, but it's like, you know, Camila is Camila, and it's still in her, you know. And the situation with Rolly, I'm like, I was a little disappointed in the fight. I mean, first I was disappointed in the first episode with Natalie, or was it the second one with Natalie? Because that was all set up. And this is my thing. Like, you can't tell me Camila didn't know she was walking in there and it was going to be a fight. Natalie knew it. the way the guards jumped onto Camila in comparison to Natalie. Like, it just was like, why would you set yourself up to go on something like this? That's my thing. Like, especially knowing Natalie has some sort of pull, which apparently then the girls are saying on the show that she don't even got power like that. Like, so I don't know. But again, and we'll get into that of what Biggie was saying, because low key, I kind of agree with what Biggie was saying. But we'll get to that. A little just disappointing, Camila, because I just wish she didn't go on the show. Like, I just wish for you, like, I get wanting to get back out there. I get wanting to make money, maybe even wanting to squash the beef with Natalie, but then you out here fighting with the other girls for no reason. Literally no reason. Like, you know this game. And then to see you try and jump Rolly from behind, I was just like, girl, what? Come on, like, no. And then you talking about, I don't have time for this, I got my babies. It's like, girl, I wish you said that before you signed a contract to come on the show, because that's the mentality it should have been, you know. And again, wait for Bunham and Murray or whoever to come out with, you know what I mean? Like, again, I keep saying, come out with a Bad Girls Club vacation, Bad Girls vacay. I support that. You know, something like that where it shows, like, or go on like Sky and be out the mess completely. It just wasn't it for me, Camila, and I love you. But no. All right, what else we got? We got the idea of Biggie wanting to eat Rolly out was just like, I didn't need that. I didn't need the smells and the tastes that just my imagination came up with was rancid. Nene, just as disappointed as I am with Camila, I was disappointed with Nene. Like, Nene, and this is my thing with people online talking about, is Nene coming back to Roja? Clearly not. Clearly not. We knew that once Nene signed up for this, that just goes to show we will never see Nene on a Bravo network again. Because, oh, how the mighty have fallen. Girl, looking like the Grinch out here, because what? And then I feel like the first episode was just Nene, like, horrified. And then this episode was her like, all right, let me try to do some sort of recoil here, like, and make sure I can pull these people together. Biggie, like, reaching over a couch to Nene, saying to her, giving her an explanation of how she didn't want to eat Rolly. Like, I really hope in Nene's mind she was just like, what the hell am I doing? What the hell? And I really would love to ask if Nene regretted doing this, because I go back to Lunel doing the Jocelyn's cabaret, and Lunel to be like, I regret ever going on there is crazy. Lunel, because she come from pimps and hoes and all that kind of that world. So Nene, like, girl, I know you was a stripper, but Natalie is again in her feelings. She's like, I just can't believe ET would do that. I'm so surprised. Like, I don't understand. Like, you're mad at me because I don't check in with you? I thought we were girls. I don't even have your phone number. Well, then how are you girls? Something's not adding up. You a producer, right? So you have her number. You have all the girls' information. Which, again, the fact that these people are signing documents and giving their social security number over to this network is wild to me. Wild to me. Based off the allegations that are out there. Just wild to me. Natalie feels, she said that this is what her husband says to her all the time, that she's just too nice. She's too nice of a person. She's just so giving and nice. Girl, you set them up. You continuously, every season, set people up. You and Scotty, like, it's giving, like, how I don't hear from him. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. I don't know if that's what's happening. A lot of girls out there are alleging. I don't know if that's really true or not. I would hope and pray not, because, again, years ago, when I met you. You seemed like a nice person, and you understood the game that you're playing. I don't know. No, Nene doesn't regret doing it because she's on Baddies Caribbean. Well, you know what, Nene? Go out on the boat. They offered her a really nice check, I'm sure. They had to have. For the Nene. Like, it's like, girl, what? Start a podcast, please. Start a podcast. Or, you know what? I watched Zeus try to give Nene a show. Natalie says she's tired of being blamed for weird shit. Girl, you're I don't know how old you are, so to be honest, and nor am I Googling you. But I would just think this is weird, a weird show. It's a weird show because you're setting women up to fight each other. So if you start a show that is about girls getting the bag from wherever they're getting these bags from, and the idea is that y'all are fighting each other, I would think you would definitely be blamed for some things, like what Biggie was saying. Biggie was basically out here saying, like, girl, you know what I mean? Like, when you come to my city, I put you on. Like, I thought we was cool. And then you up here with Now That's TV, ET phone home. She felt it was weird. And now Natalie says she's got to be nice and she has to change her character. Now she can't be the nice Glenda the Good Witch. All right, Alphaba, go off. Rolly confronts Gay Boy with the dick necklace. We already talked about that. But yeah, I agree with Biggie on Natalie. Nene shouldn't host this. I said she's trying to be reasonable with these girls for something this is just unreasonable. This is just, there's no reason to this. Like, it's almost comical to see Janisha and them and Nene trying to make any sort of common sense out of what's happening. This is just chaos. And for nothing. Literally for nothing. Like, my thing is this. What I loved and miss about this just really just proves how good of a show Bad Girls Club was. Here was a show that put girls in a house, took their phones from them, had one landline, and the girls, the arguments. Yes, there was fighting, but it was mostly arguments and like nitpicking and like off of like legit things. This is off social media. At this point, this shouldn't be a show. What this should just be is a battle royale. Like, I would actually have more respect if the show was Natalie finding which girls, big popular social media girls, are online beefing with each other. Bring the two of them to Zeus, have it be a big cage match, and let the girls go at it. Because this whole like, where Dora the Explorer, like, where are we off to next? Like, the magic school bus from hell is just not giving. It's not. It's just not. Can you honestly sit here, other than that there's nothing like this on TV right now, right? Other than the Now That's TV and all that stuff, right? Do you genuinely think this is a good produced show? I mean, first of all, they know it's not, because that's why they're stretching all these episodes out from September to February to keep, because they know that the fan base for Bad Girls is there. This is why I will never understand why Bunham and Murray don't want to go back into their bag for this. Natalie Nunn is a nun. Of course she's nice. None but it is nice. I just, it hurts me, and maybe because I also work in production, so I just am like, again, I just keep going back to the episodes where they were at the race car stuff, like the go-karts. We were there too long. That over T, like a smirk, like the way we stretched that smirk out was wild to me. Like, I just was like, we still here the whole episode, and then the next episode we still here. Like, I can't. And then again, I'm wrapping this up real quick because absolutely not. And I'm only doing this for y'all because I don't want to keep responding in the DMs, so I'm just gonna put this out there, and then just please leave me a comment of what you think, and then I'll reply to that next week. And when hopefully next week is the last part of this. Like, the fact this is even 3 parts is crazy. We did not need to see them sitting there with Nene trying to mediate and figure out, like, watch Natalie playing victim. We did not need any of that. That could have all been chopped up. This could have actually been 1 episode, and it could have been power packed. Would have been power packed. Like, okay, all right, I see what we got. If this whole series was 12 episodes, 1 power packed edit for the reunion, I would actually applaud them. But the fact you stretch these episodes out to rob kids for their $5 monthly, it's crazy to me. So wild, and I feel so bad for everyone paying for it. All right, last but not least is Mariah and Smiley. Like, Mariah Lynn. You know what? I was going to say, why would you even go on this? But at the end of the day, girl, like, you really think you created a diss for Nicki Minaj. So it's just, the delusion is there. And I liked Mariah Lynn off on Love and Hip Hop, but it's just like, I don't want to see you guys on here. Like, it's just doing the most. But Smiley, girl, the wig. And again, who wrapped your hand up like that so quickly? And honestly, I feel like you might have asked for that, because, girl, between the cast, the miscarriage, and the epilepsy, like, it's like, get off of the show. It hurts me to see someone like her on here, because I truly think that there's something going on in her. I agree with them. I don't think she's a bad person. Every girl on there said that. But there's something wrong, like, not okay, and she gets triggered by being on this show. And not only that, but, like, if she's not confrontational, this is a confrontational show. That's literally what this show is. No one's going on here, and there's not going to ever be a season, like, and I don't feel like you have to explain this to Natalie, because she knows that there's never going to be a season where, oh, just one time, can't we all just get along? No. And you know this. It's crazy to me. And so, I don't know. I don't know where I stand with Smiley. Like, I don't know if I feel bad for her. I don't know if I like her. I mean, I guess I do feel bad for her, because I just feel like, girl, what are you on here? But I'm also just like, ma'am, after the miscarriage, we're done. And shame on this network for allowing her to stay. Shame on this network. If that was true, shame on this network for allowing her to stay on the show. Period. Then, the seizure. After the seizure and a miscarriage, I hear these rumors out there about these boat trips out into the ocean and over to Dubai, like, and what's happening. And I don't, what Stunner Girl was out here talking about, all that stuff, like, how it wouldn't shock me. It really wouldn't shock me, because production, why are you allowing this girl to stay on the show? I can't even be mad at Natalie at this point. It's more, I'm looking at Lemon Pepper and the rest of the Brady Bunch. Smiley's wig looking like Abby Lee Miller. I'm dead. I ain't even gonna say that. I'll give Abby Lee ain't never looked like that crazy. Abby Lee looked crazy, but not that crazy. Next week we're gonna get ET versus Sapphire, and then ET versus Mariah. I'm really interested to know why Nene has this attachment to what's her name, ET. I think it's interesting, but I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore at this point, because exhausted. I'm just, first of all, it's like you have to keep pausing, rewinding to see what's going on, because it's like, where's Waldo? Trying to keep up with who fighting who. And exactly like Nene said, once the wigs came off, it was just like these stocking heads. Like, luckily you can tell from the height and stuff like that. But, like, I don't know. All I'm gonna say is, after watching this, ET versus Anna is also next week. Look, why are you all trying to fight the same girl? Just whoever got the biggest beef, allow those two to fight. Nobody jump in. That's the other thing, because it does look like next week Tashiki like kicks ET while she down. And if she's already fighting someone, like, no jumping. We don't like jumping. Remember Bad Girls Club? We all used to get upset at anyone who jumps. We do not like jumping. Maybe Gen Z's different. Maybe we've moved now that we're on Zeus. We like the jumping. I don't know. I just feel like y'all can fight if you're going to fight one-on-one. Like, again, and actually I take that back, because we all was upset with the Tashiki thing. Like, it's just crazy to me. This is so wild to me. And I just want to start a petition to bring Bad Girls Club back. And anyone who went on Baddies is not allowed on Bad Girls Club. Any person who has associated themselves with Baddies should not be allowed to come over to an actual network Bad Girls Club, because you are clearly willing to do anything. Except Camila, because I feel like if Camila is back in a house like that, it ain't going to be the same energy that was here. I think at the end of all this, Camila really was at the point like, what am I doing? Like, kind of like how you said, Michael, that T mid-fight was like, what am I doing? I feel like Camila had that exact thing. Like, they allowed the Compton Inglewood to come out of her, and she was like, I'm going home. And then, but then you popping back out from the curtains, Camila, no. Oh. But I'm glad you left, because you knew it wasn't gonna. There's no more talking at this point, right? Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I don't know. That was a whole lot right there. I'm not gonna spread it out into 3 parts. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. What you're expecting for next week, and I really want to know if you guys think that these auditions. Do you think that the girls are already picked? Do you think they really are gonna pull girls from the auditions? Because I've heard some rumors that. I actually saw some TikToks from some girls that went to the audition, and they were like, it basically felt like a setup. That they clearly already know who some of the girls are. They don't really pull everybody in for auditions. So I don't know. Boom. All right, y'all. Peace out. Until next week. Bye.